Marigold Mafia, it's your girl Yellow, and I'm here to bring you the latest. A lot has been happening in the last couple weeks of 2022, especially in December. Christmas is about 9 days away, and people all over have put up their Christmas trees, their Christmas lights, and more. It's getting really festive here in America, especially in the South. However, Christmas isn't the only thing that's been going on in the news as of late. Recently, it has been with heavy hearts that Stephan Twitch has passed away. According to multiple news sources, it has been apparent that he passed away from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was found in an LA hotel room on Tuesday evening after his wife, Allison Holker, reportedly called the cops saying that she felt something wrong. Stephan Twitch was known for many accomplishments. He was a judge on the show So Do You Think You Can Dance, and he was also a DJ on the show LA DeGeneres. Ellen has then released a statement. She has posted on Twitter saying that, "I'm heartbroken. Twitch was pure love and light. He was my family, and I loved him with all of my heart. I will miss him. Please send your love and support to Allison and his beautiful children, Wesley, Maddox, and Zaya." She has also posted a lot of videos on Twitter showing him his best moments. She said in this tweet, "Right now, what I want to do is remember all the love and laughter that I've had with Twitch. He has brought so much joy to my life. I know that he brought joy to yours too. I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite moments with him. If you want to, you can also share yours." And here is some videos that she has posted.
Now of some of our favorite celebrity moments, but I'm not going to do that. Over a decade ago, I met someone who changed my life and our show. And I'm talking about you, Twitch. Come here.
Ellen, as well as many others, especially his wife, are in mourning, so heavy condolences are with them. Other top stories that have been going around on social media is the talk of the Meg and Tory Lanez case. Earlier this week, the trial of Tory Lanez versus the state of California has finally been underway after the shooting that took place 2 years ago. Both parties have been seen numerous times entering the courtroom with comments from outsiders.
Hey, Meg, why you lying on that boy?
Is it the truth or a lie?
During the third day of trial, Kelsey Nicole Harris, also known as the former best friend of Meg Vs, took the stand. During the day, Kelsey was granted immunity in the trial, which means that it protects the witnesses from having persecution use their statements or any evidence against them. While on the stand, she also invoked her Fifth Amendment right on certain questions. Here's a couple of snippets of what the lawyers for workers had to say.
When we walked out of that, oh my God, when we walked out of that courtroom just now, every single person was shocked. Every single person was frozen. A lot of people were looking at me like, bro, tell me what is going on. Kelsey took the stand. Before she even started talking, there were fireworks. This started with Kelsey coming in and saying she is invoking her Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not testify. When someone invokes the Fifth Amendment, they have to be invoking it because if they were to testify, they would be giving testimony that incriminates themselves. She said, "I will not testify because I would be giving testimony that I'm incriminating myself." That's what it means when she invoked the Fifth Amendment. Now, the government offered her immunity. They said that we will not prosecute you and use this testimony against you, so please testify. Her lawyer came back and said, well, that's not good enough. I don't want you to just not use her testimony against her. I want you to confirm to me that you will not prosecute her for any crimes arising out of this instance, out of this situation. The prosecutors said, yes, on the record, we will not be charging Kelsey for anything that came out of this incident. And then she testified. I'm going to go over the whole testimony in the next video, but here's the piece that we just left off at lunch. The courtroom is just, I can't even explain the tension. They asked her, at one point, did Tory ever say that I'll shoot you? And she said, I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right, which suggests, they asked her, what's the context? When did he say I'm going to shoot you? She said, I invoke the fifth, which suggests that the context was Kelsey was doing something. Perhaps Meg was also doing something that would incriminate her. That's the context. That's what I get from it. That's my opinion. That's my read of it. For those of you who have been telling me that I'm biased and that there's only one angle to this story and that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman and that the prosecutors haven't charged him with attempted murder, but I'm biased. If you believe the story that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman, he hasn't been charged with attempted murder, and now you have another woman in the car saying, I plead the fifth.
Wow, this is very interesting. It seems that this trial is really heating up. There has been lots of bombshells coming out on this Meg and Tory case. More things from the dark are now coming to the light. Let me play the next clip.
Let me catch you up on the rest of Kelsey's testimony. They asked her, how are you feeling? She said, I don't want to be here. They asked her, what's triggering you? She said, quote, lies from Megan. She was asked, what lies? That I betrayed her, that I am a bad friend, that I took hush money. Was asked, how do you feel about the allegation that you shot Megan? She said, that's ridiculous. She was asked, how did you meet Tory Lanez? Me and Meg both met him at the same time at a Rock Nation brunch. She continued that after they met, Meg wanted to hook Tory up with Kelsey, that did happen, that Kelsey and Tory were engaged in an intimate relationship, that Kelsey got COVID, went back to Texas, and during the time she was back in Texas, having left LA, Tory and Meg started getting it on. They talked about the night of the incident. They got to Kylie Jenner's house around 3 to 4 p.m. She was a great witness, by the way. She answered everything extremely knowledgeably, extremely truthfully. I believe every word she said. She never seemed like she was trying to hide something, except when she pled the fifth, of course. Now, she's clarified this was not a party. Those were just people hanging out. There was maybe 5 or 6 people before Tory got there. There was a lot of alcohol. She said at one point she did pass out. When she woke up, Tory was there. They were all in the pool. They were having fun. She confirmed a lot of the speculation. Tory was hooking up or trying to hook up, flirting with Kylie in the pool. Meg was very agitated, trying to leave with Tory. Tory did not want to leave. She contradicted Meg's testimony. Meg said, oh, I don't remember ever leaving once and then coming back. Kelsey testified they all got in the car. They left without Tory. As they were going, Meg is rambling, being just weird, and then says, oh, I forgot my slipper. Let's go back. They all go back to get her slipper. Then they grab Tory. Kelsey didn't go in at that point when they went back. But when they came out, Meg came out with Tory, and Meg said to Kelsey, bitch, Kylie told us it's time for us to go. Tory drops the bombshell that he had been hooking up with Meg. Kelsey did not know this. The first time she learned this is in that car. That's when the argument ensues. That's when just lots of arguing is going back and forth. The prosecutor really tried to pin it down and make it look like the argument was only between Tory and Meg, and Kelsey was adamant that nah, everybody was arguing with each other. It was a mess. She confirmed that Meg was dissing Tory's career, his skills as an artist. This stuff all crescendoed. The prosecutors asked her about, was there ever a threat made by Tory to shoot? She said yes. Prosecutor asked her, what's the context? She said, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You can only invoke your fifth if the testimony that you are compelled to give will incriminate you, meaning that the context around the threat, if Meg will not tell us, if Kelsey tells us, it would incriminate her.
So now, according to the lawyer for workers, Kelsey claimed that before Meg and Tory became a thing, she and Tory were in an intimate relationship. But behind closed doors, Meg and Tory were sneaking behind her back while she was sick with COVID in Texas. All of this is alleged, by the way, which then prompted the argument between them. Kelsey claims that it wasn't just Meg and Tory arguing with each other. Everybody was arguing with each other. Kelsey also claims that she didn't shoot Megan, but it's been told that there was gun residue on both her hands as well as Tory's. Another thing, Kelsey said that she had to lie to the police in order to protect herself. I don't know if she had to lie to protect herself from the police or from Tory, because there has been other text messages where she was threatened by Tory to drag her out by her neck outside of the car. Another thing that has happened in this week's trial is that there's going to be a lot of evidence from Kelsey that will be allowed into the trial, meaning that the full 80-minute interview from September, as well as text messages. Here's a list of everything that the jury will have. Give me 1 second to pull it up. So, according to the Shade Room, the jurors will have access to the following evidence. Kelsey's Tory shot Meg text to Meg's guard on the incident night. Tory's recorded apologetic call to Kelsey after the shooting. Tory's apologetic text to Meg. LAPD body camera and helicopter footage. Footage of Meg in the ambulance. Additional evidence jurors will have is 2 911 calls from neighbors about gunshots. Surveillance footage with audio of the gunfire from a home near the incident site. X-ray images of Meg's feet, and also evidence jury saw images during the surgeon's testimony. Even though Kelsey is done with the stand, it doesn't mean that she's out of the woods yet. Despite having immunity in the Tory versus Meg trial, there is still a chance that she'll receive charges if she's caught lying under oath. Another thing that has happened in the trial is the surgeon, Dr. Lee Hirano, I apologize if I have mispronounced the name, is the one who operated on Meg's foot, confirmed that there is still 4 metal bodies in her foot today. Metal bodies that resemble bullets. Since then, Meg has spoken out regarding the whole incident. She has stated on the stand that her boyfriend Party is embarrassed upon hearing the sexual history of her, that she doesn't want to talk to friends or family because she feels ashamed, and that she wishes that she was killed, that she was rather shot and killed rather than deal with this ongoing torture. It is just a sad situation all around. In other news, Atlanta rapper Gunna has been released from jail after taking a guilty plea. A lot has been going on regarding that situation, so we'll do a deeper dive into that topic another time. Alright, well, that's all I have for this video today. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. Please be sure to subscribe and remember to follow my Instagram. Bye!